Hi there, my name's Phil Binks from Bodoni, North America. This is going to be a very quick demonstration of pressSIGN users and pressSIGN user management. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the pressSIGN interface. So here's the pressSIGN interface for you, and when we first try to launch it, we go to login. So I will now use my login password. And I'm a admin user on this particular version, although that doesn't really matter for what I'm going to be showing you. So if you want to now be using pressSIGN to manage users and the user privileges, the first thing we need to do is go to the job settings menu, which is at the top of the screen up here, just in the top corner, just there. So if I just move back out, I'll click on the job settings button, and this brings up this job settings window. So let me just enlarge that for you. So the job settings window has a user area here, user names. And if you look here, I've got several usernames in my drop downs for this demonstration. You can use the same if you really want to, but most of the time people would have an individual's name there so that it's obvious. And you might want to use pressSIGN's features of tracking, let's say what a press operator does. You can't do that unless you have an individual name in the database. Then you can track the jobs that have been measured by that individual user. Otherwise, you can just use generic names. Okay, so pressSIGN. I'm called pressSIGN in this software. If I go to the three dots there, the edit button, and click on the button there, it opens up a window that confirms that my role is an admin role. It is grayed out. I can't change that. I can change my username, and I could potentially change my password. And if I wanted to, I could set an email address so that pressSIGN would automatically create an email and send that to the email address confirming my new username and password. The other thing that's new here in pressSIGN 10.2.3 is that we can add that we want this user to be able to use the pressSIGN monitor, server monitor dashboard. That's another feature within pressSIGN. pressSIGN Pro and pressSIGN GPM users can see additional information. Also below that, in the grey, in fact what I'll do is I'll move on to create a new user, and that might enable us to show you a little better what the other options are. So I'm just going to cancel this. As an admin user, I can click on the plus button to create a new user. Now, because I'm an admin user, I can create any role that I like, from admin to manager to standard or supervisor. If you really want to know the difference in there, have a look at the pressSIGN manual. You can easily get to the pressSIGN manual from the pressSIGN help menu. If you click on that, it will actually open up the pressSIGN help PDF, and it will define more of the allowances that you can have as a different type of user. Anyway, here, if I'm going to select a new user, let's say I'm going to go admin, I can select the site group. If I have multiple sites for my pressSIGN operations, I can select where that user can be used. I can select now the username, so that might be the individual's name. In most circumstances that would be the case, but sometimes you might use a press role like pre-press, for instance, or print supervisor, that kind of thing. Here we also select the password, confirm that, and the email address of that particular user. Here again you can create a access to the pressSIGN server monitor. Then you can also select that the user may be restricted to certain restrictions if we are receiving files from a synchronized server. So we might be able to tick that jobs can be received only using synchronized settings. So that's usually for the GPM version of the software. And then you can actually limit that down to different types of standards within the job. So things like the target standard, the ink and paper, or the color bar, you can restrict that to synchronized data only. Anyway, once you've set up your new user, you simply select save, and that new user will be added to the system. So on top of that, if you are a manager user, you can only create users of equal status. So you won't be able to create an admin user as a manager. You can only create a manager, a standard, or a supervisor. So that there's some things for you to note. If you want to have a quick glance as to what options you've got as a particular user style, if you click on one, then just below it says a manager operator manages the entire site, etc., and gives you a little bit more information. But the best information is in the pressSIGN user manual. So I hope that's clear for you. Admin users can create everything. Manager users can create managers and users below that, and it's all done in the pressSIGN jobs settings window. So I hope that that has been of use to you, and if you liked it, please leave a like in the ticking box below, and leave a comment if you have any other questions you'd like me to cover regarding pressSIGN 10 and its operations, or anything related to color management at all. And I look forward to helping you in the near future on your pressSIGN color management quests. Thanks for watching. Take care now.